once again. So this video is about the building of my next Stirling engine. So this will be the 6th generation, the Mark 6 Stirling engine. I've already built a few up to this point in my efforts to make a simple, practical and fairly economical Stirling engine. I'll show you a few of the ones I've already done already. So hopefully this engine will be a little bit better than the previous ones. I've slowly but surely been improving the design. I'll show you that right now. So here you can see the 3D model of what I intend to build. The size of it is only about 1/2 meter long, so hopefully this will be a nice little engine. Might be able to power a little generator or something like that. It can use a multitude of different fuels, from solid fuels to gas or some kind of liquid fuel. Okay, so all my drawings are ready. I've sent an order to a laser cutting company. I've got all the bits on order, so I'm just waiting now for everything to turn up. Right, so I've got everything now. Everything's turned up. As you can see, the box here is a pretty small box. I'll just take you for a little tour of all the bits I've got. So these are the side frames. As you can see, this is quite a reasonably sized engine. Hopefully, when it gets put together. Various cutouts here. These will all push out. Top piece. Bottom piece, flywheel and cranks, bearing holders, piston bits. That is the grate gun fire. Various rings and clamping rings, things like that. Got some bearings, ceramic insulation wool, and these are going to be the heat exchangers. So you can see how small this engine will be compared to previous ones. The main reason of having it small is I just want to try a few technical improvements and also create a small engine that potentially could be reproduced extremely easily. That's my main aim. 3D printed parts that my friend Liam produced for me very kindly too. This is to create the moldings, so they're like a reverse profile of what the molding is going to look like. So that will be that way, so to speak. It's a bit hard to understand it, but that's the shape. That's the shape of the cylinder part of it, so the outside bit of it, and then this is the shape of the piston part of it, which supports the fabric of the diaphragm. So as you can see, it's all quite exciting stuff. I can't wait to start putting this thing together. The first little job to do is actually get the grinder out and just take the edges off of everything, so it's all prepared to assemble. And then we shall see whether it actually fits together or not. Oh no, done it backwards. So there you go, all in one piece, all complete. This bit of tape here is just holding the valve while the epoxy sets, but the engine spins over fairly smoothish. Yeah, So the only thing that to do now is actually test it and see if it runs. So yeah, I'll do that in my next video. So I'll see you again. Bye bye.